Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having an amazing day. Taking a quick look here at Myro, seeing what's going on once more. Just to quickly clarify here, we saw a nice solid correction here the last 8 hours because Bitcoin pulled back pretty significant. Okay, so again, if Bitcoin does pull back again below 40,000, we could probably expect the price of Myro to drop. You got to keep in mind though, it's held very well and pretty decent in this range here. So anything could happen, but it's still looking fairly bullish from like the outside looking in. We're going to take a deeper dive, make sure we double check that, but just heads up, Bitcoin's kind of on the fritz, and when that happens, a lot of altcoins like this, profitable coins, will tend to pull back a lot harder than they should. That being said, thank you again so much for watching. Hope you learned something here today. If you want to become a better trader, CryptoCash.tech is the site. We've got an awesome Discord community. Congrats to our community members here as well for some solid profits from Avalanche, 36%, 13% from Litecoin, 12% from Matic, XRP and ETH, 30%. And then, of course, I think we took a Solana short as well, 13% there also. So again, that's my day trading bot. It's running 24/7. Tons of opportunity there. At any point in time, you can go ahead and take those trades. Really cool stuff. CryptoCash.tech is a site, link down below if you're curious about that. Feel free to reach out to me if you have questions, of course, too. Don't hesitate, but I've got hundreds of traders in there, and it's a pretty awesome experience. So what we're going to look at here is the daily time frame. Let's go ahead and work our way down. I mean, standard stuff here. Pretty straightforward. We still got our key level support level there at about 18 cents. We're using a round number there, but that's a 0.5 FIB. So that level should hold if the price pulls back. Just keep in mind Bitcoin really yanks back down to that low 39K range. I think we could see very well that level become the new resistance. So just be mindful, Myro is potential to pull back here even further, just based on the overall sense here. And what I mean by that is stochastic RSI is swinging down. It has done this before, of course. It bounced off that 50 range, but generally speaking, we're getting closer to 70 on the RSI. That tells us this little trend here that has been occurring since roughly exactly a full week. We've had a full week of bullish uptrend. It's slowly coming to an end, okay? And again, it doesn't mean that the sky is going to fall. It just implies that we got to be mindful that the price could continue to pull back. Everything else looks pretty bullish, though. We do see a divergence on the MACD, but this is very standard after such a long uptrend here from Myro. So again, nothing super crazy, but just some telling signs here letting us know that shift in momentum is occurring, okay? We got to be mindful of that. Same thing here with the 4-hour time frame, or sorry, this is the 4-hour time frame. We can see the MACD correction, the stochastic RSI is swinging down. We're right at 50 on the RSI, not a very, very good place to be. Money flow index is pretty low, so a lot of money has been coming out of this coin the last couple of days. Okay, big surprise, we kind of know that already, but generally speaking, those things are kind of telling that we have a shift in momentum to more of a bearish sentiment. And bearish sentiment doesn't imply the price is going to just drop. Obviously, Bitcoin drops, we will see that, but generally speaking, it just implies that we could see some lower lows and lower highs here. Okay. And a lot of different scenarios could play out, but generally speaking, we are looking at the MACD here, still diverging, gaining more momentum. Okay, that in combination with being under the 20-day SMA, it's never really a great place to be. We are maintaining above 50, 100, and 200, so those are awesome things, but generally speaking, when you lose a 20-day SMA, you want to kind of open your eyes a little bit and make sure you understand what's going on here. And to make it simple, the last 48 hours has pretty much been underneath that level, okay? So keep in mind, it hasn't really changed too much. We don't have like this stark reality now. Oh my God, we got to start shorting our shirts off now. It just kind of lets us know that, hey, the long bias is no longer there, and we got to kind of presume that the price could pull back. This level here at about 22.6, as I mentioned yesterday, is working as a pretty good resistance level. While we wicked up above, we closed right down below the falling candle. We have a bearish engulfing candle following that. It's not really a great sign, okay? So truth is, while we are making higher highs, our higher lows are tentative. They're almost parallel, and that's never a great sign. You could argue it's a double bottom, but I don't really like to say that here at this point. I think it's too premature. So all that being said, we can see the price action is right there in the lower part of this volume profile, which implies we have a lot of resistance above us. So I don't really like that either. Personally, it doesn't feel too great. So if I'm going to look for confirmation here, I'm going to look for confirmation in the cloud. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours of confirmation below the cloud. Kind of tells us that a short position is much more viable at this point than a long. Conversion lines below the baseline, we have solid momentum. Lagging span is kind of within the price action, but also kind of not. It's kind of hanging out here in this range. So the truth is we have more reasons to consider a short than a long position at this point. Now, do I want you to short this coin right now? Probably not, but with Bitcoin being on the edge of disaster, I think there's a larger statistical probability we will see the price of this coin pull back than it will increase. What we're looking for here, obviously, is to get a closure at about 22.6 or higher. That would confirm bullish momentum. That would put us back over the cloud in good shape. Right now, if you're taking a long, you're basically just shooting in the dark, hoping to hit your target, okay? Again, more signs as we start to work our way down on the timeframes are looking more and more bearish, okay? So the truth is not really all that fantastic of a situation here for Myro. Do I think we're going to drop to 10 cents tomorrow? No. But I do think a solid retest of that 18-cent range would make more sense here soon, especially if Bitcoin continues lower. So to me, I'm a little bit more short bias than long bias on this coin, just based on the simple fact of the matter we're seeing a lot of confirmational signs to the downside. So take with that what you will. Be careful in whatever you do, low leverage, low position sizing so you don't get destroyed. And make sure you understand that the market right now is highly manipulated. Manipulation markets are very difficult to trade sometimes. I mean, you could argue that crypto is constantly manipulated, which it is. But there's times where it's more so and less so. Ever since the Bitcoin ETF, things have gone completely sideways on us. Not in a literal sense either. We'd like it to go sideways, but literally just a bunch of garbage wicks and liquidation hunts, tons of terrible, terrible things. So unfortunately, now that big money's in the market here and we got that Bitcoin ETF, I fear that Bitcoin's going to consistently have these kind of patterns here. So we're going to be facing, for lack of better terms, a garbage market for at least a little while longer until we find our bottom with Bitcoin. Which is kind of where we're at. So anyways, take that what you will. Be careful with your trades. If you want a little more consistency in your trades, make sure you're jumping over to our Twitter, Telegram, or Discord. Join our premium group. Phenomenal results here. We got a lot of new members coming over too, so happy to work with you guys and gals. Thank you so much for awesome situations here. It's really just tons of fun to be able to work with you day in and day out. And to my Myro community, you guys are awesome too. Super appreciate all the feedback and wonderful comments in the sections down below. More important, the likes too. You guys are really good about that. Thank you so much. We'll look forward to seeing you in the next one. Oh, very last thing too, make sure you reference Bitunix. Phenomenal exchange, no KYC or VPN. Link down below for that. They have a trading competition right now, 6 days left. A lot of our community members are getting just tons of little rewards. It's really fun. So check that out in your own time. CryptoCash.tech is the site if you want to register. Otherwise, have a great rest of your day. We'll see you soon. Take care.